What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Common Bills, and we are back with another video. We are almost at 2,000 subs, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for basically helping me grow this channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. With that being said, within this coming week or next week, the SRT is finally going to get its wrap completed. I will be wrapping my own SRT8, and I have never done this before, so we all going to basically enjoy this experience together and probably do some mess ups on the way. But it is what it is. So thank you guys once again. We're almost at that 2,000 subs. We're going to go ahead and get into this article, guys, that came across Auto Blog, where Stellantis is actually paying people a severance package to quit. What are applications, bro?
Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter peanut.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into this article, guys. Once again, shout out to Auto Blog. And who is the author on this article? Mr. Elijah Nicholson. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this, guys. Stellantis offering employees up to $72,000 to quit. $72,000 to quit. Facing economic uncertainty, Stellantis is offering voluntary buyouts to UAW workers at over 20 facilities. Stellantis is offering voluntary buyouts to hourly United Auto Workers, employees at more than 20 facilities in Detroit and Toledo, with payouts reaching up to $72,000, Detroit Free Press reported. The move comes as the company aims to improve efficiency amid ongoing market uncertainty, namely a slew of tariffs from the Trump administration set to hammer U.S. automakers. The buyout offer applies to employees at major Stellantis plants, including the Sterling Heights Assembly Plant, Warren Truck, Detroit Assembly Complex, and Toledo Assembly Complex, among others. To qualify, employees must have at least 1 year of service. The buyout packages vary based on seniority, that's necessarily true. Employees with the 1 to 15 years of service at the company can reach a $50,000 payout at the top range. Employees with 25 years or more of experience can receive a $72,000 payout. Additionally, workers who accept the offer will receive 6 months of medical benefits, excluding dental coverage. However, management retains the right to decide who can accept the buyout, and some employees may be required to remain on the job until September 30th. The automotive giant, which owns Jeep, Ram, Chrysler, Dodge, and Fiat, has faced financial difficulties in recent years. In 2024, Stellantis experienced declining sales and high inventory levels, forcing it to adjust vehicle pricing and increase marketing efforts. These buyouts follow multiple rounds of job cuts last year that drew criticism from the UAW. Stellantis continues to review its operations to improve efficiency and protect its competitiveness in a very dynamic market. Stellantis spokeswoman Anne-Marie Fortunet said in a statement, to help in that effort, the company announced that it is offering voluntary termination of employment and retirement incentive packages to represented production employees at its manufacturing and Mopar facilities in Detroit and Toledo, as well as production skilled and salaried bargaining until employees at its facilities in Illinois. And so on, so on. This article basically kind of goes on, guys. So all I can really say is it's not looking too good for Stellantis. That whole situation with Tavares, they are struggling really, really bad. And I know that they're basically coming out with I think in August, the Hemi V8 and some other projects that they're probably going to be dropping out, bringing back the Hemi and all that. I honestly don't think that's going to save Dodge, guys. I really don't. You got to look at today's market, to be honest with you. Yeah, they could drop a new V8 One thing that they made a mistake on was actually introducing the EV into a market where most of their clients love the Hemi, love the V8. That's where they first messed up. Second, going electric. That's not really a huge market when you want to talk about the U.S. Maybe in some of these other countries that Stellantis basically sells their cars and they have higher sales or whatever. But bringing an electric vehicle to a country or countries wherever anybody resides at, knowing that the Hemi has been the image of that brand for so long, and then they try to do something different and then get slapped in the face at the end. Now they are in a predicament where they are slashing prices like somebody getting their neck cut off. Like, I've seen some discounts from $7,500 down to $12,000, and I believe some of the EVs are actually going like for far less because nobody's buying them. And I don't blame the consumer. That's not what they want. Granted, the world is going electric per se, but I just feel like Stellantis may have kind of jumped that wagon too quickly. And now they've gone from being so like one of the most profitable and most popular brand. Now they're pretty much like the underdog almost at this point. And there's a lot of turmoil going on with this company right now. But like I said earlier, yes, they are bringing back the V8. However, in order for, let's just say me, the consumer, right? If I want to go in and I want to buy me a new V8 Hemi from Stellantis or Dodge, whatever they're bringing out, right? Whether it's a 426, whether it's a 64, 62, 51, 61, whatever it is, you're going to have to convince me to want to buy your cars. The only reason why I say that is because they get stolen too easily. Why would I want to buy a product knowing that your product is the top of the list for being stolen? The scamming and the pricing. What they should have done when they actually brought out the Hornet, and some of y'all can agree with me to disagree with me, but when they brought out that Hornet, that should have been the first big marketing for the new version of the V8. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because look at the 5.7, right? 5.7 is probably one of the most reliable V8 engines that pretty much Hemi has to offer, right? Or that Mopar has to offer. If I wanted to buy a new car, and let's say they want to come out with a 64, 62, another 61, I would probably buy the 5.7 because you can do a lot more to the 5.7, and also because it's a little bit more reliable than the higher output production engines that they basically build for you. You can just do a lot more to it. That's just my opinion, and basically what I see, what I've seen a lot of other people do to these 5.7s. They should have thrown a 5.7 in, just making an option. They've got the GLH, I don't know what that is, the little Hornet, the GLH. They should have threw in a Hemi option, or even a small block V8 option in that platform. And I kid you not, every single one of those cars would have basically sold, because there's a V8 in it. It's smaller. I believe it's a little bit more lightweight than the Durango. Nobody wants to buy the GLH. Goes like hell. What kind of name is that, first and foremost? And then second, nobody wants it. They just don't. Small, compact, SUV, cool. But you throw a 5.7 in that, at the current price, like the affordability price of what those cars are, those cars would have sold like hotcakes right off the assembly line. They would have sold. But instead, they went a different direction. And I get it, I guess. I don't know. I don't run the company. But they tried to jump in a different market, away from a market where they were actually exceeding at for some reason. I don't know. And now that the company has basically fallen so far into the lagoon, now they are trying to basically redo what was done to basically get back on top. And I still don't think that's going to work, because again, they have to come up with a better strategy when it comes to producing I guess the new V8s now, because if they have the inline six and that car is going for $60,000-$70,000, which I'm not saying nobody's going to buy it. There may be a handful of people, but that means that 5.7 is going to be a lot more expensive than the inline six. And if they get another 6.2, 6.4, then those are going to be even more expensive than what the inline six has. When we look at the inline six, which is stated right here, the 2025 Dodge Charger Scat Pack offers a twin turbo 3.0-liter 6-cylinder engine with two outputs: 420 horsepower for the standard output engine and 550 horsepower for the high output engine. All-wheel drive is standard for the Charger 6-pack. Yeah, it's great, it's all-wheel drive, but if you're talking about bringing a V8 option into this, is the V8 option going to have less horsepower, or is it going to have more horsepower? Will that increase the price? You know, Dodge has pretty much put themselves in the pickle, because it wouldn't make sense to bring in a V8 option making less horsepower than the V6, because your V6 should be your bottom line. You know, just like how they had the regular Chargers, like you had your basic model, you had the rally package, then you had the SXT, then you had the, you know, list goes on and on up into the highest output V8 engine. So if you're talking about doing an all-wheel drive V6 Charger that has an inline six engine like the BMW, then that means that V8 option, that if you guys bring that in, will it have the same amount of horsepower, less horsepower, or more horsepower at a higher cost? So it's definitely something to think about. I know there's a lot of people excited about the V8. Oh, they're going to bring it back with the V8. But knowing how Dodge has been the last couple of years, it's going to be, you're going to get scammed out of money. That's just how I see it. And, you know, anybody can agree to disagree with me. You know, it's free game. We'll definitely talk. However, it has to make sense, because if you're inline six, 420 horsepower, and then you've got your higher output at 550 horsepower, that means that your V8 option or options would have to basically be producing more horsepower than this V6. Otherwise, the V6 is going to basically have the most horsepower out of your V8 options. I mean, I don't know. When you take a look at the Hellcat, the Demon 170, those are definitely nice. Now, if they come out with I don't know, let's say they come out with a newer body style versus, you know, what they have now with the EV Daytona or the EV Charger. The body style is dope. Don't get me wrong. It looks kind of cool. It definitely is missing some things in there. It would be nice to see a V8 option inside the EV version. However, again, it has to make logic sense, because they have the inline six with the highest output of 550 horsepower. And it's also all-wheel drive. So what would that make the 5.7 or the V8 option if and when they actually come out with that exact production? How much horsepower would they basically put inside that car? What would be the price range? What are the markups going to look like? There's definitely a lot of, man, it's a mess. I mean, I just got to be honest with you. Like, what's going on right now is definitely a mess. They should have never gone away from the V8 option. And if they come out with a more affordable V8 option, hey, I'm listening for real. But if they don't, it's got to make logic sense. Come out with a different product. It's definitely getting out of hand when we talk about the Dodge, Ram, Chrysler right now. Like, it doesn't, none of it is making sense. They should never produce these other cars to begin with. And if, like I said, they did, they should have definitely had a different business strategy. And maybe they're not the ones to really blame. There was the CEO at the time, Tavares. However, trying to basically fix what has already been messed up is definitely going to be a struggle for, I believe, Stellantis, and not only, you know, Chrysler, Dodge, but some of their other brands as well. But that one Hemi option, that one V8 that everybody loves, you know, if they bring it back, it has to make sense. If they bring it back, they need to have an upgraded security feature on these cars. Yes, as a consumer, hey, protect your investment. However, even protecting your investment with a tracker or a kill switch doesn't even guarantee that your car still won't get stolen for, first and foremost. Second, yeah, you'll be able to locate it, know where it's at. Third, if they crash it, I mean, yeah, you can go buy another one, I guess. I mean, it is what it is, but there's nothing like that one V8 when you buy it and you basically put some money into it, or you basically put some work into it. So then again, for a company that was very profitable and they had some of the dopest, badass, items that they basically were selling, they need to upgrade. They need to definitely do some upgrade on a lot of these things. But me personally, I can't wait to see what they come out with, in the middle of this year or close to the end of this year, whatever, next season. But we're basically, I guess we'll see. We'll see, how that turns out. But y'all let me know what you think, guys. I will be doing another walk around on the new build that I'm actually bringing to the channel, guys, which is a 1999 Ford Explorer. This is going to be definitely an interesting build for me. There's definitely quite a few things that I have to get done with that car, as well as getting the SRT8 wrapped and bringing some more performance parts to the SRT8. There will definitely be some more content on that coming up soon, guys. So with that being said, on the road to 2,000 subs, guys, don't forget to hit that like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so that way you know when I post a new video. And that is going to be it, guys. Oh, minus the raffle that I have going on for the 1999 Ford Explorer. You've got to be a subscriber. Comment the guess on how many miles you think are on the 1999 Ford Explorer. And the first person who gets it correctly will win $200. Even if you come slightly close, you still will win $200, guys. So make sure you opt in on that. And that'll be it for today's video, guys. It's free game. Let's talk about it. See you on the next one. See you when I see you. Peace.